Once a man finds his purpose, he doesn't want the sun to set, nor can he wait for it to rise, because there aren't enough hours in the day to do what he's been called to do.
Oh yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen of the culture out there, the popular United States of America and the world. Today our opening song is called Sweetest Taboo in honor of my guest. It's his favorite. If I tell you, keep on loving me. Will you keep on loving me, Doc? Yeah, he will, because I play his Sade for him all the time. He's one of my best friends on the planet. He is a fashion icon. Hey, welcome to the Golden Hour with Chad, everybody. Lele's here. Dr. Lance McCarthy is here. Sade is here. And today we're going to have fun. I got one of the most brilliant men on the planet, in my opinion. Everybody, give him a hand. His name is Dr. Lance McCarthy, the Silver Fox. Dr. Lance, say hello.
Hello, everyone around the world. Glad to be here and glad to share information.
Yeah, Dr. Lance McCarthy, the reason I'm wearing sunglasses is because usually he does. And he is a fashion icon. He is a PhD economist. He has not sworn since the first grade, and he still hangs out with me. I'm a potty mouth sometimes. He puts up with it. And he's brilliant as hell, and one of my best friends, lives in Los Angeles, and just was appointed to his lifetime work job. I'm going to have him talk to you about that. But everybody give Dr. Lance a hand here today. Dr. Lance, I want to start off this podcast, which is going to be about anything you want to talk about, because I just want people to hear you and realize why I love you so much. I'm going to take my sunglasses off now, but Doctor, tell them the quote that you used in your TED Talk. He has a TED Talk online. Go find it. Dr. Lance McCarthy worked for the Clinton administration and other great people. But Doctor, tell them the quote that made me fall in love with you when I watched your podcast.
Well, thanks, Chad. I always start off with my purpose, and the quote is, once a man finds his purpose, he doesn't want the sun to set, nor can he wait for it to rise, because there aren't enough hours in the day to do what he's been called to do. And I'm a blessed man for many reasons. I'm able to share my research, my impact, and my strategy to assist people in fulfilling their purpose, both spiritually and economically. So I am very happy to share with you, to be on your show, to be your friend, confidant, business partner, that we can make this world a better place by, again, connecting people's spirituality and their business acumen and vision.
How do you think, I know a lot about you. The people out there don't, but go to drsilverfox.com. We'll put a link in the deal here. But how can people in real estate, because, we're gearing this towards real estate right now. We're disguising it as a real estate podcast, but really it's a life podcast. What do you think is someone that in real estate, maybe they're starting out in their career, maybe they're at a lull? What is something you can share with them that might give them some inspiration and help them in their career? Just something, off the cuff.
Well, life is about relationships. So in any business, particularly real estate, it is how you connect in relationships. So my advice to individuals is to expand your network as many ways as possible, particularly in reference to diversity. Meet people different than you, join organizations, go to events, participate in volunteering. It's so many ways to connect with people through a many wide variety of opportunities. So my suggestion and my thought process is just expand your network. From there, you create relationships. Those relationships trust you. And from there, they're able to turn that into business. God make no more land. So you as realtors actually have a ministry in order to maximize the real estate in both people's home, their office, and their play. And being able to network with a wide variety of people will be the key to success that I believe in real estate.
You know, Doc, we talk every day. I'm so excited to get back. Doctor and I have bagels and conversation and prayer every morning at the Beverly Hills Bagelry when I'm in Los Angeles, where I live part-time of my life, also in Austin, Texas, if you need to buy or sell a home. But Doctor, I think one question that I've never asked you, and I think I might know the answer, but I'm going to ask it here so the people know that are in real estate that want to become the most massively successful people they can be. Here's my question for you. What would you say, if I was to say to you, what is the number one key to your success, Doctor? What would it be?
It is the old wisdom that we learned in Sales 101. Not what's in it for me, but what's in it for them. I always look and try to understand what someone is trying to do, and then how can I add value to that? And I've been fortunate to do that in a wide variety of areas, from church to nonprofits to technology to politics, finding out what people's vision is and helping them achieve that.
You know, I'm realizing my vision for my life. I'm realizing some goals that I've always wanted, and I'm achieving them. And I did a podcast about celebrating the victories, and I was talking about Barry's, where you and I hang out and where I'm writing my new book. Tell us about your victory, bro. I want people to know what just happened and that their dreams can come true, because you're, if you don't mind me saying, 62 years old, and one of your biggest dreams, your life work, just came to fruition. Let's celebrate the victory there. Great job, Doc. I'm super proud of you. Go ahead and tell them what just happened in your life.
Yeah, so I've been very fortunate to work with church economics the majority of part of my career. And so in doing that, God gave me the answer to help churches create economic development opportunities for their members, meaning that we're able to assess the talents in the pews, help people create their visions, and make that executed and make that happen. The church is always a basis for spirituality, but we have to be able to minister to the whole person. That is business and careers, etc. So I started this research in 1995. I wrote a document about the Black church and how it could rebuild the country with 65,000 Black churches, 25 million members, depositing $250 million every Monday morning in someone else's bank. And so in 95, I wrote the first document on how that could happen. Throughout the years, I've lectured at many churches around the country on faith and finance. I have a 150-page PowerPoint that talks about economics, faith and finance, etc. And this past week, it was monumental. For now, my research will be incorporated into the Harvest Christian University out of Dallas, Texas. I am now the Dean of Faith-Based Economics, as well as on their board of regents. So we'll be creating a faith-based economic development certificate program where pastors can go through the course, learn about economic development, and more importantly, we'll be able to actually do your deal. So we're gonna have pastors bring their real projects. So we'll move past theory to actual implementation. So this has been a lifelong work and a lifelong journey. I'm so happy and blessed to get the appointment, and we'll be starting our classes at the beginning of September, online and in person, to move the agenda forward, having the church be the economic development stimulus for rebuilding urban America.
Wow. I'm so proud of you, bro. But I'm also proud that since the first grade, you haven't sworn. Go ahead and tell us about that little story. I just want you, the people, in a minute or less, because I got another question for you about fashion. But tell us about your swearing history.
Yeah, so in the first grade, my friend at the time, Brian Curtis, and we're still friends now. I have close friends still from the kindergarten. But Brian Curtis and I decided we're going to learn how to swear. We're going to curse each other into every word we could think of. So we were doing this literally on the phone. And I told him I had to use the restroom. He can call me back. Well, he called me back, and my mother answered the phone. He thought it was me. He began to cuss and swear. And she said, "Boy, who are you?" He said, "My name is Brian Curtis." He said, "Okay, you're not supposed to do this." So she comes up to the school the next day, tells my teacher. My teacher takes me over in the corner and said, "You are too smart and you are too brilliant to use profanity. You have an enormous amount of vocabulary, and the vocabulary is vast around the world. I don't want you swearing or cursing anymore. I want you to use your intellectual value and your vocabulary in order to live life." And from there on, I haven't sworn since.
I'm so proud of you. I'm going to keep working on it, Doc. Okay, Doc. Your greatest quality is lifting others up, I think. No, there's so many of them, I can't even tell you. But first, I'm going to ask you about fashion. Then I'm going to ask you what you see in me and why people might want to listen to this podcast that I'm doing and why we're business partners. But first of all, you're a fashion icon. And you raised my game in fashion. I mean, look at that jacket he's wearing right now, the beard, everything. He always is dressed to the 9s or the 12s, and it makes me push myself. But what do you think fashion has to do with success and your success, Doc?
Yeah, well, I've been dressing my entire life. It brings a glow to people. Actually, they come up and they smile and they go, "My God, I love what you're having," and it's a ministry. I've had young guys come up to me and said, "Oh, gee, you're so fly. You blessed our eyes." So, growing up in the church, we always dressed. Even before that, my mother was a maid to two of the richest families in St. Louis, and so she brought me every book they read and every hand-me-down from Saks Fifth Avenue. So I got a very love of fashion at a very young age. And then throughout high school, one of the best dressed. Throughout college, one of the best dressed. And in business, people just love the fashion. It is art to me. I'm an artist who happens to be a businessman. I do it naturally. It's so easy. And even most recently, I've been doing a lot of modeling and designer work. So it is my calling card. I actually have wrote an article on the economics of fashion, because the better you feel, the more you're going to be successful. I tell my tailor, my barber, and my nail technician that you are not expenses, you're investments, because the better I feel, the more I'm going to be successful. So I love fashion. It's a calling card. I've met 3 billionaires because of what I had on. Just yesterday, walking down the street in Beverly Hills, a guy says, "My God, I love that outfit. Can I take a picture?" And he in turn said he's deep in the fashion. He would like to call me and see how we can work together. So I love it. It's just a calling card. It's the external which leads to the internal. And so it begins great conversation. And then from there, you can talk about business. You can talk about God. You can talk about anything in nature. And I love creating as a canvas.
You're an amazing man. I can't tell you how much I love you. I mean, what do you, and this is for my own deal, I guess. What do you see in me? Why did you partner with me in business? I know why I partnered with you. Why did you partner with me? What do you think the world can learn from this little foul-mouthed little lover of God? Me, Chad Goldwasser, former drug addict and alcoholic, now in recovery, and someone that loves people. What made you say this kid can do something?
Well, you just said it. You are a lover of people. I saw your heart from day one. In a world where it's so much chaos, it's so much fakeness, it's so much despair, you really bring joy to people. I call you the ultimate connector. In the MLM industry, they call it edifying. In the church, they call it befalling. So everybody you touch, everyone I see you connect with that you know or don't know, you make them feel better. And you never know what people are going through, but you make them feel they can make it through. So not only do you have a great heart to inspire and connect with people, you have a strong business acumen. I see how you devour books. I see how you write. And so, me being a person who likes academics and intellectualism, a person who likes working hard, a person who likes uplifting people, I see similarities in us in all areas. And so, from that perspective, I'm proud to be your brother, be your friend. I know that collectively our energy and our sadness can be able to influence the world, make a better world. And so you just have the qualities of an outstanding human being, and it allows me to work with you to make that impact. I mean, I see the glow on people when you compliment them, even from strangers, even tipping the bellman or the ballet guys, from that all the way to very, very successful people. You make them all feel good. You give them a compliment. You see good in them. And I just believe that's a great quality. I'm just happy to be your friend and brother. I know collectively with our acumen, with our business, with our spirituality, we can make a significant impact in the world.
You're amazing. Thank you. And I see so much in you. And I'm going to do a whole podcast on why I love the doctor someday, and a chapter in my book. I actually put you in my book, Doc. But I've got 2 questions left, and then we're going to let you go back to being amazing. The first one is, what do you see as the biggest challenge, just in your mind, in America right now for realtors, for people to be successful? What do you think is the biggest thing challenging America and people right now for their future and their success?
I think the challenge is being optimistic. I just believe that people are depressed, they're going through things, etc. And so the challenge is to turn that energy into positive energy. The market is going to always balance itself off. It's going to always, I believe in the free market for people to create businesses and opportunities. But the challenge is just to continue to stay positive. And despite what people are going through, they're going to make it through. And you in the real estate agenda play a very significant role in that, because people are spending time at their home and their office, and you provide those opportunities for it. So it is staying fast to optimism and being able to help people achieve their goals. And so that's going to always be a challenge, but it's also an opportunity that I believe that you have in the real estate industry.
Okay, Doc, last question. What is something you would like to share with people that I have not asked you about? If you want to learn more about the doctor, you can go to YouTube, Dr. Lance McCarthy. You can go to his website. We will put a link to it in his bio on our podcast. Hit subscribe to the Golden Hour. And Doc, leave them with a nugget here that they can utilize to become amazing. And tell them something that I haven't asked you that you think is important for them to hear from you, Dr. Silver Fox, my great and one of my best lovely friends, fashion icon, leader, etc.
Yeah, Chad. So I believe people need to know that wherever you live, if it's Los Angeles, if it's Orlando, if it's Austin, that you are a global citizen. You may live in a local place, but you're a global citizen, which means that you're connected to 7 billion people in the world. And technology has allowed us to connect even more so. It used to be 6 degrees of separation. Now it's 1 degree of connection to anybody in the world. And so if you're going through your despair, you're feeling bad, remember that you can connect with anyone in the world, be it rich, be it poor, be it spiritual, whatever it is, to not only encourage you, but to connect and help you achieve your goals and careers. And so we have in our palms with the cell phone more power than the president had in the 90s. So let's use that power for the good. Let's connect to the world, make it a better place. There's always opportunity. And again, you're not just a local citizen, you're a global citizen. Benefit by addressing and connecting with a wide diverse of people all around the world to help you and their dreams come true.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lance, this is a song by the band Cake, and it's from an album called Fashion Nugget, and it is called I Will Survive. Dr. Lance, I love you, brother. I'll see you tonight or tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, go check him out, Dr. Silverfox. Go to his Instagram. Go to my Instagram. You can connect with him there. Fashion icon, PhD economist, Clinton administration. I mean, too much to tell you. Thank you, Dr. Lance. Drop the mic, baby. I'll see you soon. Click subscribe. The Golden Hour with Chad, live or not, from Orlando. I love you. I will survive. Let's go. Thank you, Dr. Lance.
Thank you, sir.